In this video, I'm going to show you how to build a workflow automation that can automate customer support on Gmail. Think this Gmail trigger has access to your Gmail. As soon as an email arrives, the text classifier classifies the email into one of them. If the email is not related to customer support, it ends the workflow right here. But if it is related to customer support, it sends the message to this AI agent. This AI agent has all the knowledge about our company policy and FAQ document. That's why it will be able to give the solution to whatever the customer is asking. That will be done through replying on Gmail. This is a basic workflow for you to understand how this is possible for businesses, and on top of this you can build many features into the workflow. So now let's go right ahead and start building the workflow. Now click on plus and search for Gmail and click into on message received. Now we have to set up our Gmail credentials. Click on create new credential, go to the documents, and from here click into Google Cloud and go to the console. Now click into here. We are gonna create new project. I am calling it demo. Now hit the create button. Now select the project, click into navigation menu. Now go to enable APIs and services. And search for Gmail API. Now enable it. Now click into auth consent screen. Click on get started. I'm going to call the app n8n. Now you have to select the email. Click into next. As I am not using Google Workspace account, that's why I am going to choose external. Now click on next. Now you have to type in your email. Click on next, agree, continue, and click on create. Now click on audience. Click on add user. Now type in your Gmail. Now click into clients. Click on create client. Application type is web application. I am going to call it demo. Now you have to add the authorized redirect URL. So go back to n8n, copy the URL. Now go back to Google Cloud, paste it right here and hit the create button. Now copy the client ID, go back to n8n, paste it right here. Now copy the secret and paste it right here. Now sign in with Google. Click on continue, select all and hit the continue button. I just sent myself an email and I'm gonna click on fetch test event. Now from here you can see the body of my email. Now we are gonna turn off simplify because it takes the content of the email and basically cut it off. In this case it doesn't matter, but if you are getting long emails, it is going to cut off some of the email. Now we are gonna pin this data so that we can keep it here for testing. So the next step here is we need to have AI basically filter to see if this email is customer support related. If yes, then we are going to have a response written. If no, we are going to do nothing. Now we are going to add text classifier. Now click on plus and I am going to choose OpenAI chat model. Now we have to set up our credential. Search on your browser OpenAI billing. Click into here. Now click on API keys. We are gonna create new secret key. I am going to call it demo. Now copy the key. Go back to n8n. Paste it right here. Hit the save button. Now click on text classifier. Now drag the message from here and put it right into here. It still doesn't know what to classify, so we are gonna click on add category. The first category is going to be customer support, and then basically we need to give it a description of what a customer support email could look like. Now click into here. An email that is related to helping a customer. They may be asking questions about our policies or about our product or services. Now click again on add category. It is for other emails, and its description is any email that is not customer support related. Okay, now when we click out of here, we can see two different branches coming off of this node, which means that the text classifier decides it's either going to send it off this branch or it's going to send it down this branch. So let's quickly hit play. Now you can see it has outputted in the customer support branch, and to keep ourselves organized, I'm gonna click on the other branch and I'm gonna add do nothing node. Now we need an AI agent to be able to read the email, hit the vector database to get relevant information, and then help us write an email. Click on plus, search for AI agent. Click into here and select define below. Now go to the Gmail trigger, and we are gonna use this email body as our user message. So drag this and put it right here. Now click out of here. Now we need a chat model. I'm going to choose OpenAI again, and the model will be GPT 4.1. Now click into AI agent again and click on add option. We are going to add a system message. And it is our system message. You are a customer support agent for StarTech. Your job is to respond to incoming emails with relevant information using your Pinecone vector store tool. Now we are going to click out of here. Now we are going to add tool. Search for Pinecone vector store. Now we have to set up our Pinecone vector store. Now we have to go to our Google Drive, and then we are going to create new folder. I am calling it policy and FAQ. I have added my policy and FAQ document right here. You can see. Now go back to n8n. Now we are gonna add a Google Drive trigger. Now we are gonna choose on changes involving a specific folder. Now we have to create our credentials. Go back to Google Cloud and copy the ID and secret and paste it right here. Now sign in with Google. Now go back to Google Cloud and click into navigation menu and click into enable APIs and services. Now search for Google Drive API. Click on enable. Now our Google Drive should be connected to our n8n. Now we are gonna choose our policy and FAQ document and watch for file created. Now hit the fetch test event. From here you can see the name of our document. Now click out of here. Now click on plus, search for Google Drive and click on download file, and we are gonna choose the file from ID to make it dynamic. And now we are gonna search for the ID, and it is the ID of our file because we can see the name of our ID right here. I am going to drag the ID and put it right there in this folder. It is coming through a variable called json.id. Now click on execute step. Now you can see our document has transformed into a binary data. Now we have to put the data in Pinecone. Click on plus and search for Pinecone vector store. Now click on add documents to vector store. Now go to pinecone.io. From here sign in to your account. After signing in, we have to create index. Click on begin setup. I am going to call it demo. I am gonna choose the configuration text embedding 3 small, and I am gonna change the dimension. I am gonna keep cloud provider AWS and keep the region same. And now I am going to click on create index. Now you can see our index has created. Now click on API keys. Click on create API key. I am going to call it demo3 and click on create key. Copy the API key, go back to n8n. Click on create new credential and paste it right here and hit the save button. Now we should be connected. You can see we are connected to our Pinecone. Now click on our index demo. Now we have to add an embedding model. I'm going to choose OpenAI, and from here you have to choose text embedding 3 small. It needs to be same as our Pinecone embedding model. Now click on here and I'm going to choose default data loader. Type of data should be binary and text splitting should be custom. Now I have to choose a text splitter. I am going to use recursive character text splitter. Now click on Pinecone. Click on add option. Pinecone namespace. I am going to call it FAQ. Now run the Pinecone vector store. Now you can see our FAQ and policy document got turned into 5 different vectors. We can verify this by heading real quick into Pinecone. Here you can see our document turned into 5 different chunks. Now go back to n8n. Click on Pinecone vector store. Now choose the index. And we have to give it a description. Call this tool to access information about policies and FAQ. Now click out of it and choose an embedding model. And I am going to select text embedding 3 small. Now I'm gonna execute the workflow. Now click into the AI agent, and you can see our AI agent has made a reply to the message. Now we are gonna click out of here. click on plus, search for Gmail, and we are going to add label to message, and we need the message ID from the Gmail trigger. Drag the ID and put it right here. Now we have to choose the label, and the label will be customer support. Now click on execute step. Now click on plus, search for Gmail, and click on reply to a message, and drag the message ID again, and the email type will be text. Now click on AI agent and drag the output and put it right here. Now click on add option, append n8n attribution, and turn it off. Now run the node. Now you can see it has replied to the email. You can see the reply right here, and it has been taken from our policy and FAQ document. And in the workflow, you could also down here create more sections for other types of emails and plug them into different knowledge bases. This is a basic workflow for you to understand how this is possible for businesses, and on top of this you can build many features into the workflow. If you found this video helpful, then please drop me a like. It definitely helps me out a lot. I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks.